question: have you ever been so weighed down by grief, a breakup, or a major life change that you just couldn't seem to shake it off? Like that feeling of being stuck, that feeling like you're carrying a heavy weight that you just cannot take off. I know I have. And for a very long time, I truly struggled with letting go, especially when it came to past relationships or periods of intense change. And I tried like everything. It wasn't until I really truly discovered yoga therapy that I found a profound way to treat those burdens. And it's all found in the concept of the koshas. Welcome back to Yoga Philosophy for Healing. I'm your favorite polyamorous yoga therapist, Javi Vason. Now, today we're going to talk about the koshas. Now, the koshas are our layers of being. The word kosha means sheath or layer in Sanskrit. And so in yoga philosophy, the koshas describe the 5 layers of our existence, moving from the most physical to the most subtle. Think of it, or it's usually described as an onion, just so we can explain what the layers are like. But let's dive into each layer. The first layer we have is the Annamaya kosha, our food body. This is our physical form, the bones, the muscles, the skin. The next layer is the Pranamaya kosha. This is our energy body, the vital life force that flows through our breath and circulation. Then comes layer number 3, which is the Manomaya kosha. This is our mental and emotional body, where our thoughts, feelings, and memories live. Next layer is the Vijnanamaya kosha. This is a little deeper, and it's our wisdom body. It's home to our intuition and our discernment and our higher knowing. And finally, at the core, we have the Anandamaya kosha. Now, this is our bliss body, our innermost state of joy, peace, and true nature. Now, let's talk about examples in real life and relationships. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is interesting and all, but how does this help me release? Getting to it, I promise. Because here's the magic. When we go through challenging experiences like a breakup, a massive loss, or that major life transition, that weight doesn't just affect one part of us. It gets trapped or held in different layers of our being. See where I'm going with this? So let me tell you a personal story. After a particularly difficult period of grief, this was when I left my marriage of almost 20 years, and I dealt with all of the fallout of that. I noticed a constant discomfort or pain in my neck and my shoulders. Now, this was my Annamaya kosha, literally holding that physical manifestation of stress. Now, if you go a little bit deeper and we talk about the chakras, we can talk about what parts of the body tell us what, and shoulders, and we'll get into throat chakra and all that later. But it was a literal physical manifestation of the stress in my physical body. Then I noticed that my breath would be shallow, feel constricted. Now, that is the Pranamaya kosha, feeling trapped, like that suffocating feeling, right? And then in my mind, I had the same sad thoughts, the same worries started to play on repeat, that endless loop, Manamaya kosha. I was trying to think my way out, but the grief was deeply embedded in all of these layers. Now, this is when yoga therapy changed everything for me, because right around this time, I started to meet with my own yoga therapist while I was doing the training to become a yoga therapist. Because see, the koshas aren't about shame or finding something wrong with you. It's a map for awareness. And by understanding which layer is holding that weight that you're carrying, then you can find the right tools to gently release it. See where I'm going with this? So in yoga therapy, we connect with each kosha intentionally. And we do this with our clients and we do this with ourselves. So for the physical tension in my Annamaya kosha, remember the discomfort that I was feeling in the shoulders and the neck? It wasn't about intense workouts, but maybe introducing gentle asana stretches, restorative postures that invited softness back into the body. To address the shallow breathing in my Pranamaya kosha, I started to practice simple breathwork techniques, some that I knew about but I had forgotten about, and I needed them now. And this is something simple like extended exhale, something to just let my nervous system know it's safe to let go, honey. And then for the repetitive thoughts that just bounced around in my Manamaya kosha, meditation and journaling. Those two became invaluable tools, allowing me to observe these thoughts without getting entangled in them. And as I peeled back these layers, I started to tap into my Vijnanamaya kosha, my inner wisdom, which showed me the path with clarity and now compassion, because I'm understanding that I'm human and my body is just reacting to what's going on. Now that I know where to look and what practice to support myself with, I'm ready for the battle or the journey, whatever. Now, the cool thing is you don't need to be a yoga therapist to start this journey. How about we try a simple pocket practice right now? Now, I invite you to close your eyes if you can, or just soften the gaze a bit, and then try to bring to your mind something that you're holding on to. Perhaps it's a lingering sadness, a past argument, maybe a worry about the future. Just notice it. Now bring your awareness into your body. Where do you feel the sensation in your body? Is there tension in your shoulders? Do you feel it in your gut? Is your breath shallow? Are there thoughts swirling around in your head? Just notice where you are without judgment. Now, take a deep breath in, slow inhale, and as you exhale, imagine gently loosening your grip. Just letting it go a little bit. You're gently loosening the grip on this feeling, not forcing it, not pushing it away. It's just a softening. Then take another breath in, and as you exhale, release a little bit more. This gentle act of noticing and releasing with the breath is the beginning of truly working with the koshas for release. Now, this journey of understanding and working with the koshas has been incredibly transformative for me, and it's allowed me to learn how to move through grief and change with more grace and space and compassion. And ultimately, it's leading towards more release. Now, I encourage you to explore this for yourself, and here's a journal prompt to help you. Ask yourself, which kosha do you feel is currently carrying the most weight? Is it in the physical body, the energy body, mental body? And what's one practice that you can try that might lighten that load? Let me know your thoughts in the comments because I'd love to hear from you. As always, I'm Javi. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope that this supports you. I hope that you use this to find some things that will work for you in your practice. Until next time, my friends, love you, bye.